What's up, guys? Welcome back to another review of WandaVision. Today we are reviewing episode 6 titled The All New Halloween Spooktacular. So yes. Now this episode raised more questions than it did answer, which might be a good thing. So yeah, I mean, like, cause last episode definitely raised a lot of questions with the doozy of Evan Peters' Quicksilver showing up. This one raised more than it answered, so yeah, anyway, so this episode is now set in the 90s this time around, which I'm pretty sure it's the 90s, because, like, the episode takes inspiration from Malcolm in the Middle, which, like, when the episode started, I could immediately tell it was Malcolm in the Middle inspired with the intro and such, and I've seen a few episodes of Malcolm in the Middle, not enough to, like, remember that show greatly, but I have seen episodes that have that show, so I was able to, like, realize immediately, oh wait, this is Malcolm in the Middle, I remember this now for some reason, but I remember that now. And but confused me because Malcolm in the Middle was started in 2000, like literally in the year 2000. But this is supposed to be a 90s based episode, I think. Like I'm pretty sure a 90s episode. Because also an interesting thing is one point in the episode where they're walking by this movie theater and they're playing The Incredibles and The Parent Trap at the same time. And The Parent Trap came out in 1998 and The Incredibles in 2004. So I mean maybe there was an old movie marathon or something. I don't know, but that's very specific choice of films, like one from 98 and one from 2004, which is interesting. I don't really know what that's about, so yeah. But anyway, so yeah. But yeah, so the episode takes inspiration from Malcolm in the Middle with like how the intro is like, and also how like it's Billy. I'm pretty sure Billy is the one who has Wanda's powers. I think that's one is like he like talks to the camera a bit, like walks with it and such, and like they cut between different clips quickly and stuff. So very much like a 90s kind of sitcom. And, like, of course, as we start getting closer into, like, more modern era TV, I start recognizing more stuff that I would recognize from TV of that era. Like, the commercial for this episode time around is, like, looks like it's a parody of one of those Danino yogurt drink commercials, like a stop-motion thing of a shark giving this kid trapped on an island a yogurt drink and stuff, or, like, just a yogurt or whatever. And, like, the parody of those, like, kind of Danino yogurt drinks or just yogurt commercials like that. But then, of course, it's a very grim commercial when the kid he's too weak to try and open the yogurt, and then as time goes along, he just slowly dies and turns to a skeleton, which is quite dark. I mean, I know they've said the commercials all play a certain role, are going to be important to the storyline, and like a lot of people have theorized, already figured out what a lot of these commercials have symbolized in the show, like that Stark toaster oven from the first episode represents, like, you know, the ticking time bomb of that missile, of the dead missile that was like sitting next to Pietro and Wanda when they were trapped inside that hole in their house and they were just waiting for it to go off. The Tide Bounty parody commercial, those ones was like mimicking like the events of Lagos when she accidentally blew that place up and killed some people and such. I'm not really sure what this one's supposed to mean exactly. I'm not really sure. Like, maybe someone can tell me. I'm not sure what exactly. There's probably some theories already about what it means, but I don't know. But yeah, so I'm starting to recognize a bit more stuff in like modern, as we go more modern TV. But anyway, so on to the actual episode itself. So I want to talk about Pietro first because they're really making you question what's going on with him right now. So of course now he's here, part of the cast. He even makes a joke about it, saying how, the fun uncle's now here to visit for the big Halloween special episode. So he makes a joke about that. And there's a lot of questions still raised with Pietro's presence here about what's going on, because in the episode, like, first off, he's very aware about this whole situation that Wanda is kind of controlling this world. He keeps questioning her, his Wanda in the episode keeps questioning him, like, hey, so why do you look like, she acknowledges that he looks different, which I was right about, because she acknowledges that he looks different, and even he acknowledged that he looks different, which I realized, which I theorized last episode, because the way she looked at him when he first showed up was, she looked kind of confused, like, wait, are you Pietro? But then she embraces him. But no, they do confirm here that, wait, you don't really look exactly like the way I remember you, and even he knows that. So that's very interesting. They even let the audience know, or letting you know, like, this is not the right Pietro, because in the recap for the episode, they play the clip from Age of Ultron when that Quicksilver died, so they're showing Aaron Taylor-Johnson, so they're letting you know, yeah, this is not the right Quicksilver, to let you all know this is not how he should look, so making it clear to us. So it's very interesting, but as the episode goes on, like, Wanda tries questioning him, like, how did you get here? Like, where's your accent all of a sudden? Like, why don't you have it? Like, why is your face different? But he keeps dodging all these questions and asking her questions. But also, he knows, like, he acts like the X-Men Quicksilver, but, like, he has little memories of the MCU Quicksilver because he remembers he says the last thing he remembered was getting shot up in the street, and then hearing Wanda, and then going to her. So like he remembers the events of his death in Age of Ultron, and then literally picking up right where he left off, or like right where we just saw him in this show now. So, which is interesting. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. But sometimes he, like I said, he also questions Wanda a lot, saying, "Oh, how'd you pull this off?" I mean, like it's a big. I'm quite impressed. It's a big step up from just making people have nightmares and shooting red wigglies out of your fingers. He's questioning that, and also, where'd you have all these kids? Like, also, because Vision last episode questioned, why is there never kids, and why do I never see kids at the playground or anywhere in Westview? And now all of a sudden it's Halloween, and now there's conveniently kids here, like, after Vision started questioning it, and now, oh, he's questioning it? Bam, kids here now. So, like, and now Pietro's asking, hey, so where'd the kids come from? Where are you storing them all? So it's very interesting, and, like, and also when Wanda looks at Pietro, like similar to that one episode of Vision when she looked at him briefly and saw his dead body again, she looks at Pietro when she started thinking about the real world again and sees like the bullet holes in his chest and his skin just gray and stuff. So like it's super confusing because like they're making it clear this is supposed to be like the MCU Quicksilver, but we know it's not because it's the X-Men Quicksilver. I know there has to be some multiverse explanation to it because why else would it be Evan Peters? Like, you wouldn't bring him in if there was not some kind of multiverse explanation. Like, I just can't see it not being that. Because we know, like I said, we know this ties into Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, so there has to be some kind of, like, big connection like that to get Doctor Strange, like, her to go to Doctor Strange and such. So, I don't know. So, it has to be a multiverse explanation of some kind, so they'll probably explain it soon. So, I don't know, but it's interesting. It's really weird. And of course, also we have like there's also what was I about to say now? Oh crap! Oh yeah, we also see Quicksilver wearing like of course Wanda, Quicksilver, and Vision. They all wear their classic comic costumes for Halloween. They're all in their classic costume. We learned that Wanda's classic comic costume in their world means actually a fortune teller from Sokovia. Vision's classic outfit is just a Mexican wrestler. Quicksilver doesn't really say where his came from, but I like how they even spiked up his hair a lot, like classic Quicksilver. It's quite funny. There's even a fun reference to Kick-Ass they make. I think they just say Kick-Ass, like both Tommy and Wanda both say Kick-Ass towards Quicksilver, because of course, which is a fun reference because Evan Peters was in Kick-Ass, and so was also Aaron Taylor Johnson. He was Kick-Ass, so it's a fun little reference there because of course they were both in Kick-Ass, so it's quite fun. But yeah, as the episode goes on, besides the Pietro questions, like we see Vision is really starting to start cracking down what's going on here. Like he still doesn't believe Wanda. He's like, something's not right here. And we start to see more of what the town of Westview is like. So he leaves off to go do, he tells Wanda, oh, I'm on the neighborhood watch duty right now for Halloween. I can't come with you guys. But of course he's lying. He's going to go investigate the town. And as he investigates, we start to see that when Wanda's not in the close vicinity, the town's not normal. So at one point when he goes to the town and sees people kind of just glitchy out or just on a repeat loop. So there's a lady trying to hang a sheet on a clothing line. She's just doing this, about to hang it up, but then brings it back down, then hangs it up, brings it back down. And you see her husband behind her just holding a pumpkin, setting it down, and then picking it back up and setting it back down. So there's not a repeat loop because Wanda's not near them, so there's no point in having them full power acting like regular citizens. And you'll see the lady you see a teardrop just going down her face, just in pain and suffering of this. So it's quite messed up. And as Vision gets farther away from Wanda's vicinity, he gets to a part of town where everyone just is standing there just frozen, not moving at all, which raises more questions for Vision. So now Vision finally transformed back into his regular form finally, like costume and everything. And he finds Agnes on the side of the road, not side of the road. He finds Agnes in her car, and she's just on the edge of town. And she asks her, Agnes, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm looking for Town Square. I couldn't find it. I got lost. And he's like, you couldn't find Town Square in the town you grew up in. And then he does the same thing to Norm in the last episode where he taps into her brain and unlocks her normal personality. And now she's awake again, realizing, oh my god, wait, oh, you're Vision. You're a member of the Avengers. Are you here to help us? And of course, Vision's asking, I'm going to try and help, but what's an Avenger? Of course, clarifying, showing more, he does not remember a single thing about the outside world, not even that he was an Avenger, so it's interesting. And of course, she also then finally tells Vision that, am I dead? Because you're supposed to be dead. So, raising more Vision's questions, and then, she tells him how we can't leave, we just can't, and I think I think she said Wanda won't let us leave. I can't recall. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Like I should have probably looked it up. But I'm pretty sure she said Wanda won't let us leave. They won't. And she kind of starts cracking down, just laughing maniacally and going, that was bad. And then of course Vision just hooks her back into the reality to, like, calm her down for the time being, and then she starts acting like, regular Agnes again and whatnot. And again, this raises more questions with Agnes, because we've all been on the assumption and theorizing that Agnes is Agatha Harkness, because, like, she's always conveniently there for, like, Wanda and such. Like, randomly and conveniently their dog Sparky died in her front lawn the other day, and also how she, like, when Herb was about to tell Vision about, about what's going on with this world and what's up with Monica and so, or like Geraldine, that she tells him, no, don't Herb, don't say anything. So we've always kind of assumed that maybe she, like, was kind of in on this reality the whole time, or was helping Wanda in some capacity. And even how she said, like, do you want to redo that scene, like in the last episode when Vision says, no, you can't hold the baby, and she's like, do you want to redo that scene? Like, he kind of went off script there. But then now she's acting like she's trapped there also. Like, it seemed genuine about that. I don't really know, but I'm still under the assumption that she's supposed to be Agatha Harkness, but, like, it's very confusing. I mean, like, they even dress her in a witch costume to show more, like, Agatha Harkness, because she's a witch in the comics also, but it's very confusing, Agatha Harkness or Agnes right now. It's like, I really don't know what's going on with that character. It's very confusing. I don't really know. And also, speaking also how she tells in the last episode, how she said, do you want to redo that scene? Like, even Herb in the episode, when Wanda runs into him, he's talking about how, like, anything I can do for you, Wanda? Anything I can change for you? So implying how, also like an actor of sorts. So it's very interesting. It's like, what is going on? So there's that. And then, of course, there's also the outside world plotline, and we're catching up. And, of course, we're sort of seeing Hayward, like, we're really seeing Hayward as a massive dick. Like, he's, like, he's just being a total, like, ass. Like, seriously, because in the episode now, he then kicks Monica and, like, Jimmy and Darcy off his crew, saying, it's being a massive tool, though. Monica is like, oh, you know what? It was probably better off when you weren't here, when you were gone the 5 years. Like, he said it was probably best you weren't here when your mom died, and like stuff like that. And saying, and you don't have the stomach for, like, dealing with this kind of situation. So it's being a massive dick now. Like, really, they're cranking up that kind of fatigue of the character. Is that the right word? I don't know. Like, just the big dick of the character, his massive dick. And then he kicks the three of them off, but then, of course, we then see Monica and Jimmy, like, fight back some of the agents and, like, knock him out and, like, then take on the disguises to get back into the base, which was quite nice seeing Jimmy get some action there. Quite fun. And they sneak back into a facility, and, again, more questions being raised. Like, once again, they make comment about how Darcy comments on how, it's not the right face of Pietro, but then they go into the system and they find out that there's a surveillance satellite of some kind over the town, and Hayward does have a correct count on how many citizens are in the town. So more questions being raised with him now, because we know last episode he has information about Wanda breaking in the sword and taking Vision's body this whole time and didn't oblige to share it until now. And now he has this whole information about who's all in the town apparently. So shady stuff happening with him. And so yeah, and then Mom gets a text from, like, her aerospace engineer guy, and her and Jimmy are going to meet him, and Darcy's going to stick around and still try and hack some of Hayward systems. And also, Darcy tells Monica from going through some of the systems that, your body, you went through the portal, that dome twice, so now your body's changing at a molecular level a bit. So, which is definitely implying that she'll definitely get her power she has in the comics, because Monica Rambeau in the comics, as her own superhero, she was, I think originally she was at one point one of the people who had the identity of Captain Marvel. Then she became Photon, then Spectrum. So we know she's going to be in Captain Marvel too, so she'll probably get her powers by the end of the series, probably, at least. So that'll be fun. And more as the episode goes on, also we saw, like, the kids, Billy and Tommy, have their powers more developing. Tommy has speed like Quicksilver, and Billy has like powers like Scarlet Witch, being, of course, Wiccan. So developing them more as Young Avengers from the comics. But as the episode ends, so we see Vision actually goes to the barrier of the dome, and he starts breaking through the barrier and actually manages to get on the outside. But then as he gets on the outside, again, more questions being raised. Like this whole episode was like a massive question raiser. So as he gets on the outside, like it's like as you can see, he's struggling to leave. Like at first, when I thought I was like, oh, the dome's trying to keep him from leaving. They won't let him leave, so they're kind of like they're pulling him back still a bit. But then as he gets on the outside, like it starts ripping him apart. Like pieces of him are ripping off. It's like it's messed up. I'm like, what is going on? Like I mean, we always thought there was always theories that when Vision leaves the dome, like does he become a corpse again, or does he actually stay alive? Because we know if things leave the dome, they'll stay changed as they were inside the dome, like Monica's clothing. But he just stays alive, but then it's like being torn apart. So I don't really know what's up with that. And then of course we get to the big part of the episode where, of course, Wiccan or Billy, he hears Dad in trouble, so he tells Wanda, and Wanda then like stops the whole reality. She halts it for the time being, and starts expanding the dome to cover a more wider run, expanding it to get Vision back inside, but also expands to a much larger scale now, like much bigger now. She captures more places. She takes a lot of the Sword agents in, and Darcy's now trapped in there too. So it gets mad. Of course, like Hayward, Monica, and Jimmy, they all got away, but like it's going crazy now. There were a lot of theories that Wanda's dome, I think they even implied in earlier episodes that Wanda's dome was going to expand more possibly, and it does. So potentially now, like, if she keeps doing that, she'll have the whole world soon covered. So, it's getting crazy, and the episode just ends there. Like, honestly, I'm like, wait, what? No, it can't just end there. Like, that's the first time on the episode that's ended somewhere. I'm like, wait, no, it can't end there. Like, what? And I'm like, it was an insane episode, honestly, that ending. I'm like, okay, stuff's getting crazy. Like, we have a lot of questions still need to be answered. Still nothing. So much happening at once. It's maddening, honestly. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to mention also, just quickly, as a fun little thing to talk about, was also Quicksilver in the episode. It was fun seeing Evan Peters' powers as his Quicksilver in the episode, because in the X-Men films, his Quicksilver, when he ran, because he runs so fast, it looks like he's teleporting, but in the Avengers films, Quicksilver, he looks like he's actually running when he runs. So it was actually cool seeing Evan Peters actually kind of running and such, so it's kind of fun. So, yeah. But like I said, the episode was crazy. There's so many things happening. So Vision, like definitely, like I think after this episode, there's no way Vision's gonna be like trusting Wanda now. I feel like he's definitely been questioning her a bit more. I'm interested in seeing where that's going. And Pietro a lot, like he knows about this whole dome thing, about this rally. She's trapping people, and he's questioning her. So like, there's something interesting with him. I mean, a lot of people theorize he could be Mephisto. I don't know. I don't think he is. I really don't think so. Like I don't know. I've never once believed these Mephisto theories, so I don't know. But it's definitely something is up with him, because even it tells about how, you know, I'm here to stir up some trouble between you and the husband and whatnot. You know, do a drifting apart thing or whatnot. He implies how, you know, I'm here conveniently for you to fix things a bit, you know, to make them a little better. So, you know, he was definitely. I mean, Wanda says she didn't bring him here. And I do believe that, because, you know, she doesn't know why he looks different, but, so, you know, I don't know, maybe, did she subconsciously bring him here is what I'm still thinking somehow, because, I don't know, it's very weird. So I originally thought, like, she couldn't bring back the original Pietro, so she accidentally, unknowingly yanked this Quicksilver from the X-Men universe, but now, I don't know, I'm not really sure. I still believe it's a multiverse explanation, but I don't know. It's very interesting that I don't. Like, we got, like, 3 episodes left now, or 4 episodes, like I said, but supposedly there is a secret 10th episode coming out, but, I mean, we've heard nothing really confirming about that, so far 3 episodes left, and a lot can still happen in 3 episodes, so, yeah, like, stuff's gonna go down. I mean, we also know that now Jimmy and Monica are gonna go meet her aerospace engineer friend. Still a lot of theories about who that could be. The big one being that it's gonna be, like, a lot of people are now believing that it'll be Reed Richards and it'll be John Krasinski playing him, which, I mean, I would like to see that, like, John Krasinski play Reed Richards, but I don't know. Something about that doesn't seem right. Like really, Reed Richards is gonna just show up just like that? I don't know. Something doesn't feel a bit right about that. I mean, I know the YouTube channel New Rockstars, they made a theory video about who it could be. Their theory is that it could be the little Skrull girl, like the Talos' daughter from Captain Marvel, who Monica befriended as a kid. And because even he mentioned in his theory video that if you turn the Spanish like translation on for the episode, the subtitles, and when Monica talks about her aerospace friend, she refers to that person in a female way that refers to that person as a female, and doesn't say exactly a female in the captions, but refers to her as a female. So like it looks pretty clear. I believe it's probably like a girl character. So I mean, I could be wrong. It could be a big misdirect, that subtitle thing in the Spanish translation. I don't know. Go watch New Rockstar's video about it from episode 5. It's his episode 5 breakdown. It's quite good. But yeah, man, I don't really know what's gonna happen next, because Darcy's now stuck in there. We know, like, Monica, Jimmy, and her aerospace friend, they're gonna try and break into the dome. I really feel like Vision's now gonna start cracking down on Wanda. Like, what is going on? Like, he's gonna like just be relentless to her now. It's very. I don't really know. I'm really loving where this show's going now. So it's like, I really can't wait to see where we go after this. So it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, it's just a lot of questions still need to be answered, and yeah, so I can't wait. So yeah, I think that's about everything. Did I miss something? Just check back. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned the last episode, but also of course Hayward tried killing Wanda, which I think everyone knows, but still curious. So what does that mean exactly for him? There's something definitely up with him. I don't really know. Like I said, there's so many questions we need answered to. It's insane. So who knows? So yeah, I think I covered everything. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Tell me in the comment section down below, what did you think of episode 6 of WandaVision? Excuse me. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. Tell me what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys all next week for episode 7 of WandaVision. So yeah, I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.